Let me see. Me grand rising, kingdom greetings, great awakening. Welcome, family. Yes, habari what? Gioni? No, it ain't afternoon. Mchana. Yes, afternoon. It's not evening, it's afternoon. Mchana for some. It's Barry Ashabui for those of you that are in the Western world. But we give thanks and praise any which way whatever time zone, whichever kingdom you're in, whether you're in the northern kingdom or you're here in the southern kingdom. I give thanks and praise for you. Yes, two kingdoms, just the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. So, yeah, I am eternally grateful. So let's let me just share this with you because it was rest in my spirit yesterday. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, and I tried to just bypass it and I tried to disregard it. I started watching all kind of things to get it out of my mind, get it out of my spirit. I just started just trying to find something else to entertain my thoughts. Yeah, but I guess it's unfortunately um, will not go away. It will not go away. So I don't know what the Most High, the Divine Creator, whatever you call it, source, Tatan and Zambi, so Nini na Nini, Kuswa Congo guy, whichever name you choose to call the Most High, I have gotten out of that religious psychosis of being dogma and people calling the name or calling the Most High he, she. It's personal relationship. Whatever your personal relationship is with the Most High is the most important thing. It is not what somebody else um, push on you. Because I realize as I'm just doing more and more meditation and just resting in that presence, in that place, I'm realizing that so much of the information that we've been given, we are continue to be given, a lot of times people are creating content so they can monopolize or monetize or whatever have you, gain popularity, get monies from people. But those of us who really just want to get the information or there as it is given to us, you'll find that money is not our first um, preference. It's just being able to get the information out there. Yes, some people saying, well, okay, you need money to maintain your channel and all this different stuff. Um, but the thing is this: when we initially started the channel, did we start the channel just to get money? Then, if you did, then that's just what it is. They need that money to now continue to do what they're doing. When money is your motivation, you won't do much, unless money is coming in. But if money isn't your motivation, then you'll do what you do from the pureness of your heart, and money will come because money is currency. It's something that flows. It will not um, pass you by. And yes, I know that there are some things that you can't say on YouTube that will require some people to now who goes into deeper research and deeper studies and stuff like that would have their what you call it, their private platforms and stuff that you will have to pay to become a member of and stuff, because some of us we really want to go deeper. We don't know where to go deeper. We are afraid to spend time by ourselves. We're afraid to hear our own thoughts. A lot of us are afraid to hear our own thoughts. And a lot of us, even when we hear our own thoughts and we hear somebody else say what we were thinking, we're like, wow, they're confirming what I was thinking. But if you just trust yourself, if you trust what you're hearing, you realize that you are on the right path. And so that's why for me, the boldness that I have in terms of stepping out and doing some of the things that I do or saying some of the things that I say is because I trust what I'm hearing. I really trust what I'm hearing, and whether I be what you call it, ridiculed for it or ostracized for it or demonized for it. It doesn't matter for me. But I'm gonna give what I feel is coming, that I'm being downloaded in my spirit. And so that's why I come and I share. But any which way, as you see the topic, the title, I should say, not the topic, but it's the title, the bigger picture, and the bigger picture with Congo and Rwanda. I'm telling you, I didn't have these places on my mind. I did not have them on my mind in terms of, I know I remember in 2022, I wanted it to go to Goma. I really had a pressing in my spirit to go to Goma. And then Goma had the volcano that erupted. And so I didn't get to go to Goma in 2022 because they had that volcano that had erupted. And then last year, 2023, I think that's when they really started that real unrest in that Goma area, because the Goma area borderlines with Rwanda. And so, as I was just, like I said, strolling through, sitting by myself, asking the Most High to reveal some things to me from a vision that He had given me. So I was trying to really get a download, a revelation to a dream that I had. And I said a dream, but vision that I had. I really was trying to get a download from that. But then we're trying to get a download from the dream. Rwanda and Congo was impressed on my spirit. And I was like, Rwanda and Congo, what's the story? What's the story with Rwanda and Congo? And we know that Nabi, Jonathan, Micah Massa, and I think Kiefer, I really didn't spell this, didn't pronounce his name right. I know these gentlemen used to talk about Congo. I know now there's an unrest and a lot of killing, that a lot of people are losing their lives. We don't say killing, a lot of people are losing their lives or dying in Congo at present. At this day, 2024, there is such a big unrest inside Congo. So I know that. But I know Nabidem should say Congo was the belt of truth. That's what they say, is that Congo is the belt of truth. Then I learned that the name Congo was Zaire before it was Congo. And then they turned it back to Congo. Excuse me, there's something on my mouth. I'm sorry. Yeah. And Zaire. And then with Rwanda, Rwanda is known as the land of 1,000 hills. I didn't know that. I did not know that Rwanda was known as the land of 1,000 hills. So some of us can go even deeper in the study. You may have come across a YouTube or some history of the land of 1,000 hills and what it all represents. But I know that Goma, that mountain, that area of Goma and Rwanda, that Congo and Rwanda, that Goma area is their borders, any which way. And so, as I was studying, then I was wondering, who colonized? Who was the first colonizers of Rwanda? And I found out that the very, very first colonizers of Rwanda was the Germans. And also that even Rwanda was a very large, as small as the country is a deadlocked country. So Rwanda is locked by Uganda, Congo, and Tanzania. So it's a landlocked country, and it was occupied by Germans, but it was a big Bantu kingdom. Um, and so when I say that the bigger picture, is what I'm getting in my Rwanda. I'm telling you, I'm coming to you just trying to hear from the Most High to speak to you, because It is the Most High that impressed this on my spirit to come and speak on it. So I'm really depending on that flow to tap into to speak in. So if I sound like I'm stuttering, it's because I really had no intentions to come, but this was really pressed in my spirit to do, and I'm here, and I present my body as a living sacrifice to be used. Not my words, but the words of the divine creator, the source, so it could get the information out to the people. And he's saying the bigger picture with Congo and Rwanda is spiritual. It isn't just the minerals. People think that, okay, Congo is just wealthy in terms of coltan and gold and all the minerals and stuff like that. But it is bigger than just mineral. It is spiritual. It's like it's a hub of high level spirituality, high level both we say good and evil, but it is a place where you learn all powers and all truth. If I could put that word, if I could use that, that is the place where if you really want to tap into your higher self, into meditation, into your powers, your spiritual powers, and who you are, and all that stuff, you can. That's what it's bigger than that. So it's bigger than the minerals and all this different stuff and the jewels and all these different things. And that's why I say it's a bigger picture. A lot of times we know, if you watch Hotel Rwanda or something like that, and you know about the genocide that occurred inside Rwanda in 19, I think it's 93 or 94. I can't tell you the exact year. I really don't. But I know we know of the genocide that had occurred and stuff like that. Because the ruling kingdom, Rwanda was like the headquarters for the Bantu kingdom. So like I want to say like the capital, like how we would say Washington D.C. is the capital, where the White House is or whatever have you. So I want that. This is what I'm getting in my spirit. Please, I'm just giving information based on the download I'm getting. Okay, I'm not saying that this is written in stone. It may be written in stone somewhere, but I don't know. It's just like I learned a lot of things here inside Kenya, about the original people that occupied this land were, and it was not the Kikuyus. You understand me? They invaded this land just like everybody else who came into this land. So that's a story for another day. A lot of people would not but believe the things that I found out. You understand? Even from the very people, that very tribe itself. Some things I found out is like unbelievable type of situation. But there are some other mystical people that are very deep and connected to the Most High, that lived in that Mount Kenya area before the Agukuyus went into that area and took over. But like I say, that story is for another day. But we're talking about Rwanda and Congo and the bigger picture. The bigger picture there is super spiritual. I mean, I think Nabi Jonathan those talked about it and being the Bible, the belt of truth. But not only just being the belt of truth, it's just the spiritual magnitude. And like it's like I know all of Kenya was all a part of it. I know that Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, Angola, what's that country down? Zambia, all of it was a part of it. But I believe that that central area there by Rwanda, Burundi, Goma was like the, like I said, like the capital, was like the headquarters. Like that's just what I'm getting, and I wanted it to share. It was a so the other thing that I got, and I'm not going to be here long. This is just going to be a very short present me talking. And so one of the things that came to me before I pressed the live button was, we know, we know, we know. We're not guessing. We know um, that before the Germans came, before the Portuguese came, before who else? The French came, was the Arabs. But nobody really talks about the Arabs and how the Arabs was here and what the Arabs did, even before Belgium and all of them. It was the Arabs, and the Arabs are still here today, 2024, still enslaving our people, calling it going to be domestic workers and stuff like that. And so the Arabs are still here. They were here before Leopold, before the Germans, before all these other people. The Arabs was here, and they're still here. The sad part about it is the same psychosis our people are in terms of Christianity and all these other religions, is the same psychosis our people are in, but in terms of Islam also. You understand? So it's a serious stronghold our people are in, to get out, to be spiritually free, to be free-minded, free will, to think for themselves, to be able to just talk to the divine creator themselves, to just to know thyself, to know yourself, to know who you are, is a serious stronghold. And so we think slavery was not just physical, slavery is also mental, slavery is also economic. The other thing that I got was the fact that the colonizers, we said the colonizers brought boundaries or borders. So there were no borders. But I dare to, there wasn't borders, but there were territories. There were kingdoms and empires. That's a fact. So the borders that we have in terms of border control of um, the border of Kenya and Tanzania, the border of Kenya and Uganda, the border of Congo and Rwanda, border of Rwanda and Burundi. Um, those type of borders, yes, they were bought by the colonizers. But when we were kingdoms and empires, we had territories. So you knew that this territory belonged to a particular kingdom or empire. So it's a conscious knowing. Yes, you didn't have to have the what you call passports and visa and yellow fever and all these different shots and thing before you. Excuse, I'm not speaking in terms of a medical professional. I am not a medical profession. I'm just doing this video is for educational purposes. You all know YouTube is be flagging you for anything if they think you giving medical advice. I'm not giving any medical advice. I'm just saying in terms of travel, we didn't have to travel with all these things in terms of passport and all these different stuff. We could have traveled, but also in our traveling, we would let the other kingdom know or let another empire know that we were coming into their territory. So you didn't just enter the territory without letting the people in that territory know who you are, where you coming from, if you're just staying there or you're traveling through the territory to get to another territory. So that was the thing. But my main purpose of this video is Rwanda and Congo, Benin, Goma, that area there. The picture is bigger than just gemstones and minerals and stuff like that. It's also spiritual. It's also on a higher level of a territory that is being conquered and trying to keep suppressed and trying to keep a hold of. There is a power, or those of us who are even going to another level in terms of our research, there's a power, or what do you call a portal, in that area that brings about great wisdom. Let me put it like that. That brings about great wisdom, great understanding of who we are as a people, where we come from, how we operate, what's the power of our melanin, our structure. So it is so much more than that, family. So they're asking us to sound the alarm in terms of what's happening in the Congo area and the lives that are being lost. The thing about that is this: because the powers that be is greater than just flesh and blood. It isn't just flesh and blood. What is happening is not just flesh and blood. It's not just flesh and blood. Even though, thank you. Even though it is flesh and blood, it's greater than flesh and blood. Remember, they tell us a story about how there were giants in the land and they like flesh and blood. If I'm making any sense, you understand me? So there are some things that are still happening in the land that is not visible to the naked eye. You have to truly be spiritual to be able to see beyond your physical eye. And that's why I think the Most High had me to talk about tapping into our senses and using our senses at a spiritual level, more so than just using our senses just to see physically, hear physically, smell physically, taste physically, touch physically, but being able to tap into our inner self and be able to use those senses at a deeper level, at a spiritual level. I don't know if I put that video here or I just did it on Facebook, but if I just did it on Facebook, I will download it and then upload it to YouTube. So it will be there for those who wanna hear what I said about that. But I really want us to understand and understand that what is happening in Rwanda, Congo, in that Goma, and that surrounding area is far greater than just minerals, gold, and all that stuff. It is let's say on a deeper level, and I trust that the divine source, that the creator, will reveal it to more of us as we embrace who we are and not be afraid to see, not be afraid to what? See, not see with our physical eyes, not only just see with our physical eyes, but see spiritually, that um, so we can help as best as we can on a spiritual level. Yeah. Our job, yes, we came into this earth realm as spirit beings, housed inside this space suit called flesh. And people keep on missing it. We're looking for these, what they call them, spaceships, coming in and going out and stuff like that. But this is a spaceship also. This right here is a spaceship. Because the spaceship talks about something, a spirit occupying it to be able to roam around in this earth realm. These are the things we think is so mystical because that's what religion did to us. Religion dumb us down and numbing us and make us demonize everything that and everything that we are. Religion did that to us. Religion really handicapped us to the magnitude of who we truly are. Because if we really take some of the things that they say, I always say I use the scripts that they give us as a reference place, and that's basically it. They said to us, we are spiritual beings having this experience. They also said that the Messiah said, greater works you're going to be able to do. What are the greater works? It doesn't work in terms of physically getting a job and stuff like that, but it is in terms of understanding who we are and being able to gain a greater level of knowledge of this realm and help other people as they come in to gain the same knowledge to be able to leave. You understand? it is so much, it's so much family. And I wish that we could truly come together somehow. Those of us who really now understanding the, the, the solar level, the cosmic level of who we are, more so than just this physical earth experience. Because if the soul of man, if energy never dies, if our soul, our spirit never dies, um, and they give us this hell and this heaven, oh, family, it's so much bigger. It's just so much bigger. And I think that's my exit right there, because we think it's all about people getting killed. Um, it's more than just people getting killed. It's more than just coltan and gold and all minerals and stuff like that. It's bigger than that. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. It's like, what are they harvesting? What are they harvesting? We say they're harvesting organs and they're harvesting these different things and all this stuff. What? I love you, family. I honestly, I do. I, I love you. I love you. Stay positive. Stay encouraged. Stay vibrating and operating in the spirit of love. Don't let no man, no woman, no one cause you to hate, even though hate is a high vibration also. But don't let nobody cause you to be angry. You understand? Stay there. Don't let nobody cause you to be bitter. Um, let those things come to catapult you, to lift you up to another level of who you are, but don't let them cause you to stay in that place. That's a very low place to be. But if you operate in love, you operate in a very high place. When you do everything that you do in that spirit of love, you are really operating in a very high frequency, a high place. Um, I just want you to know that what's happening in Congo, Rwanda, and that region is big. It's bigger than the minerals. It's bigger than, yeah. And even now that I'm talking to you, I'm understanding when you say the giants in the land, that same thing up there, the giants in the land, and the giants in the land was eating what they were eating. They introduced eating flesh. That's why they put in the script, this is my body, this is my blood, to keep us eating flesh and drinking blood, to make it common among us. That's why they teach us how to eat meat, flesh. Family is bigger, it's a bigger picture. That's all I could say at this juncture right now, is a bigger picture. And I don't know why this, I like this. I feel this heaviness in my heart now that I'm really thinking about it. And it's literally like I'm seeing, not just with these physical eyes, but I'm literally seeing these beings eating our people. Literally. Yeah. So let's stay positive, family. Let's keep our heads up. Let's stay focused. Let's keep one another encouraged, and lifted up. Let's be mindful of our surroundings. Let's be mindful of what we say and what we do and where we go. Let's be mindful of who we invite into our space, because it's a bigger picture. Let's be mindful of what we, yeah, who we share certain things with, because it's a bigger picture. Yeah, it's a bigger picture. And My heart is like, wow, who am I that Most High, the divine creator, could trust to show me some of these things like this? I think that because they know that I walk in obedience and share it, and yeah, I still operate in love. Still operate in love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. His presence is here. Thank you. I'm I'm grateful. So, karibu sana. We say asante sana, matando masaka, zolo kwingi, nakupenda. I love you, family. Keep your chin up. Keep your head up. Know that greater has come. It's here. Help is here. But we also got to acknowledge what's going on in order to deal with what's going on. You can't conquer what you don't know needs to be conquered. You can't overcome something if you don't know that something needs to be overcome. But when it's become aware to you, now you got to go deeper. You got to now go in, like reveal to me what is going on. And trust you me, you start coming across videos. You can start coming across other people who would be talking and saying the same things and stuff like that. Because it's bigger than us. It's bigger than just flesh. It's bigger than just coming home to the continent and building a community. It's bigger. I didn't realize, I didn't realize how much bigger it is. And the bigger it gets, the more humbling it becomes. Because you realize you're just an atom, a speck in the whole picture. Just a small little dot in the whole picture. So no matter how big we think we we get, we're still only as small as a mustard seed in the whole picture. Wow. No matter how much knowledge we think we have, that knowledge is still just as small as a drop of water in a well, a raindrop of water in a well, or a snowflake. That's all. All the knowledge we think we have obtained, it's just a small bit of a bigger picture. So I love you, family. Take care of yourself. Be encouraged. Be strengthened. And know that the Most High, the divine creator, the source of us all, is in us, is with us, is around us. We are one. What the word is, Ubuntu. I am because you are. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So I thank you once again. Those of you may have just came in, just a short message about Rwanda and Congo and the bigger picture. The bigger picture is spiritual. It's not about the gold and the diamond and the coltan and all that stuff. These are powerful territories that was once occupied by and still occupied. Let me say thank you. They're still occupied. We think they're gone. They ain't gone. Still occupied. By some serious, powerful beings. Yeah. Much love. Guess what? You know what I like to say. I don't want to go without saying, I love you, and there's nothing you could do about it.